is that on the drive to work, I passed by a whole bunch of,
really hot girls.
Really hot girls on campus. What else?
Business-wise, the real estate we were lucky to find. It was a great price, very affordable for startups. This kind of setup, half office, half workspace is pretty unique. We get to handpick talent from UF, from the University of Florida. Whenever we're searching for web developers or graphic designers, the first place we go to, and that's where we found our web developer actually. The fact that there's a burgeoning community of entrepreneurs here in all levels. So kids who are still in school just have ideas. Kids who are about to graduate from school have an idea, have a business plan, and are about to take the first steps in the real world. Academics who can give you all types of theoretical and academic advice as far as what historical trends have shown. Seasoned business entrepreneurs, which is a great asset to have. And a ton of angels and VCs. Not a ton, but angels and VCs to be found. You just have to go look for them. But it really is it's a unique place. As for us, being an art design centric company, Gainesville is a very eclectic, very up and coming art community. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration to be found in Gainesville, and we cherish that. We enjoy that. There are a lot of artists, but just for shits and giggles, when you go to Starbucks, downtown, or there's always young people interested to talk about ideas, just inspired creativity and people looking to converse, and that's what we really enjoy when we talk to people. They always give their own ideas, their own opinions, some unfounded, some not so much, but
I think it's hard to say, what's great about Gainesville as a relative. I can't compare it with.
We haven't started businesses anywhere.
We haven't started business anywhere else. But one thing I do know from experience, and I think some surveys or some sort of stuff online says this also. I think there's a really abnormal amount of entrepreneurial energy coming out of a variety of places. I know the university, the engineering college is really geared towards, okay, you got an idea, let's make a business. They've got a lot of that stuff going on. And so that's adding to the pot. Of course, Warrington is putting out a bunch of ideas and a bunch of different departments. It just seems like there's a lot more people like us than usual. And of course, it's because there's a multi-billion-dollar institution in a dinky little town that tends to happen, concentrated brain power. But more than just being a lot of people, they're a lot of cool people. So we're friends with a lot of the entrepreneurs.
I will say one thing: there is no hard and fast code in Gainesville as far as the type of startup you can create. In a lot of tech circles or in a lot of well-established entrepreneurial communities, they're meant for the biomed sector or the Web 2.0 sector or specific sectors like that. Gainesville really gives you a lot of creativity, a lot of flexibility. They're open, and I love how I'm referring to Gainesville as a person. Gainesville is open to a lot of ambition from all ends. I've talked to people who are in the coffee startup business, people who have nonprofits, people who have obviously Web 2.0 music with Groove Shark, authors, photographers, us. So it's the spectrum is probably what I say is the most unique thing about the entrepreneurs here. They come from all over.